I'm Marge Cirillo. I'm with the Florida SBDC here at UNF. And today I'd like to talk to you about access to capital and then the presentation to the lender. You know, it can be very intimidating going into the bank and asking for a loan and not knowing what you're supposed to be having or what you're supposed to be bringing with you. So I thought today we'd just go through a couple of things. All banks have their own loan application. So you want to go in and maybe you can go ahead of time and ask the bank what the loan application package looks like and what you need. Believe me, they'll gladly give you a copy. Then you can go home, you can look at it, and then you can start to gather all of your information. And you also might want to try going to a community bank or a credit union. Today, credit unions are allowed to lend to businesses, and a lot of times they like businesses. So some of the things that we're going to need, you're going to need to have a personal financial statement. So be prepared to answer questions about your personal assets and your liabilities. They call it a balance sheet, and a lot of people, especially business owners, don't know how to do a personal balance sheet. All it is a listing of what you owe and what you have. And that's all that you have to remember. They're also going to want to have a business plan. Even for those businesses that have been in business for years, they still want to see something, even if it's just an executive summary in 2 pages. They want to know what you're doing. That loan officer sitting in the bank doesn't always know who you are or what your business is, so we need to tell them what you do, how you're going to do it, and what do you need. And I always call that what do you need the ask. So we need a summary of the loan request. So in that business plan on that summary page, you're going to want to put in there, why are you writing the business plan, what do you need, and how much, and what am I going to put into it? The bank will want to know that right away. And then you're going to need to have copies of your key documents. Is this a lease? Should be in the business plan. Are you buying a building? Are you buying machinery and equipment? How are you using the money? They want to know, and then they're going to want to have those backup documents as well. And then we need to have the company information. We need to know who we're making the loan to. Are we making it to you personally, or are we making it to your corporation? So that company information is key. And then we need to have some personal information as well. A lot of times it's just a one-man operation, and so you are the business. So we need to pull credit on yourselves. We need to know what your personal information is, including how to contact you. So many times I see a business plan and there's no contact information on the business plan. So we need a telephone number and an email and your name and address. And then we need to know what you have for collateral. Is it just the business assets, or are we willing to pledge our personal residence? Or are we willing to pledge other commercial properties? The bank needs to have, for most loans, collateral, even if you've banked there for 20 years. We're also going to need to have 2 years' worth of personal and business tax returns on all owners that own 20% or more of the company. So if mom and dad or brother and sister or your friends own 21% of that corporation or that company, we need to see all of their information as well. We need to have current financial statements, including balance sheets, dated no less than 90 days. In some cases, you may need to provide month-to-month projections. And along with those projections, we need to see assumptions besides. Assumptions meaning, how did you arrive at that figure? So if you're telling the bank that you're going to make $100,000, how many customers or how many clients did it take to come into that business, and what did they spend? So we have to be a little bit more descriptive on those startup companies. If you need help, call the Florida SBDC. We can help get those projections together. We can help you get bank ready. We can package the loan, and in no time at all, you'll be looking at your money.